AMD Radeon RX 8000 RDNA 4 GPUs to come in 64 and 48 MB Infinity Cache configurations. AMD's Radeon RX 8000 RDNA 4 inches GPUs will feature up to 64 MB Infinity Cache configurations along with up to 256-bit memory bus. AMD Radeon RX 8000 RDNA 4 inches GPUs to feature similar Infinity Cache as Navi 32 variants. Kepler_L2 has another update on the AMD Radeon RX 8000 RDNA 4 inches GPUs, which would include the high-end Navi 48 GFX 1201 and mainstream Navi 44 GFX 1200 chips. These SKUs are meant for gamers specifically and should offer a range of architectural upgrades, with the most notable being the ray tracing improvements, which will be carried over to the next generation PlayStation. According to the information, AMD will have 3 Infinity Cache configurations within its Navi 4X RDNA 4 inches lineup for Radeon RX 8000 GPUs. These include 2 models with a 64 MB Infinity Cache and 1 model with a 48 MB Infinity Cache. These are the same Infinity Cache configurations as we have seen on the Navi 32 family, with the RX 7800 XT featuring 64 MB Infinity Cache and the RX 7700 XT featuring 48 MB Infinity Cache. However, these 2 chips feature different SKUs of the same GPU, but the RDNA 4 lineup has 64 MB Infinity Cache configured on the Navi 48 models and 48 MB being configured for a cut-down Navi 48 model. BenchLife also gathered information on at least RDNA 4 GPU SKUs, which include R24DE6, R24DE8, R25DP8, and R25DP4. The R24DE6 SKU is reportedly the same SKU that was leaked at Geekbench a few days ago. This aligns with the 256-bit and 192-bit memory bus configurations which were detailed earlier for the Navi 48 GPUs, respectively. The Navi 48 GPUs will feature a 256-bit bus with 16 GB of GDDR6 memory in 20 Gbps and 18 Gbps flavors, while one Navi 48 GPU configuration will adopt a 192-bit bus in 12 GB GDDR6 flavors, clocking up to 19 Gbps. The Navi 48 GPUs will offer up to 640 GB per second of total bandwidth, while the 192-bit Navi 48 GPU will offer up to 432 GB per second of total bandwidth. This bandwidth will be offered primarily by the memory modules, while Infinity Cache will provide additional bandwidth through an LLC which sits next to the GPU. We can expect the memory and IFC configuration like the below. Radeon RX 8000, Navi 48, 256-bit, 20 Gbps, 640 GB per second plus 64 MB Infinity Cache. Radeon RX 8000, Navi 48, 256-bit, 18 Gbps, 576 GB per second plus 64 MB Infinity Cache. Radeon RX 8000, Navi 48, 192-bit, 19 Gbps, 456 GB per second plus 48 MB Infinity Cache. The entry-level Navi 44 GPUs will feature a 128-bit bus interface, adopt a 32 MB Infinity Cache, and feature lower core counts. The AMD Radeon RX 8000 RDNA 4 inches GPU family is expected to launch in Q1 next year, with an unveil likely planned for CES 2025. Expect more information in the coming months.